Hey, what's up guys? Alex here, aka Exclusively Lex, giving you a quick rundown and review of Dungeon Punks on Xbox One. I was fortunate enough to get a review copy of this game, pretty much so I can go ahead and let you guys know how great or how bad it is. Whether it's a buy, a wait, or a pass. Dungeon Punks was created by Hyper Awesome Entertainment, and they're pretty much bringing back the tag team brawler, arcade style action game, to the modern console, and of course to the PC. The game is available for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, Windows, and OS X coming later this summer. So Dungeon Punks is just that. It's a tag team brawler like back in the day, pretty much like a Final Fight, one of those games that you pretty much have the map, the area, you move up and down, and you fight the enemies that are in front of you. The twist on this one though is the fact that you have 6 heroes and you can switch between all of them. You start off with 3 heroes. You start off with one kind of main character that you choose, and you have 2 other heroes that are assisting you with the AI. They're okay. Sometimes the AI can kind of be a little bit not understanding of what the situation is going on, and they kind of don't attack the things that you're attacking, so they kind of go off and fight on their own tangent, which is okay, because you know, depending on the map size, you might want to fight them. You know, you might want to fight together, you might want to fight separately, depending on how many minions are on the field. But this game itself also lets you go ahead and actually tag in another member of your party. You have a total of 6 characters at the end. Once you get to once you beat certain levels, you can have all 6 heroes on your actual play roster. You can play as one hero the whole time, or you can actually switch and tab between them, or you can actually tag one hero in per each character, making it again a total of 6 characters that you can choose. You have just a simple melee attacks, no range characters on these. So that's kind of like a little bit of a bummer, the fact that there is no range. But one of the things about that is that the map itself, doesn't seem like it's big enough. A lot of the map assets on the back make the map a little bit smaller, so it doesn't give you that much room to actually maneuver and move around, which kind of makes it a little bit more difficult when there's so many minions on the field at certain points that you feel like you're just getting hit from everywhere. You can't really do anything, and you can't really defend yourself. They do have the dodge mechanic. They do have a blocking mechanic with your shield, and the fact that you can use what's called rage supers. It's pretty cool. Like, you pick up rage stones, and then you build up rage pretty much gradually as you fight through all these minions, and then you go ahead and you can actually use them at different levels. You can use them from like level 1 to 4, for example, and at level 1 is a different super than it is at level 4, and they all differ depending on the character that you're using. It's pretty cool. I usually say them again when I had like mini bosses or like boss fights, so that way it made it a little bit easier, especially when all those minis were at the beginning. Kind of wanted to get rid of all the minions just so I can fight the boss at the end by myself. That's pretty much what I wanted to do. Another good thing about this game is that the fact that you're like on a boat, you're considered a mercenary. You're on the actual boat itself. You can actually go ahead and you find equipment and stuff like that. You find swords, you find shields, all throughout the actual dungeons and all throughout the maps. You can go ahead and pick those up, and then once you're done with the actual dungeon, or once you exit the dungeon and you go to your actual airship and your boat, you can actually equip all your actual heroes with different shields, different armor pieces, and they all have different effects, and of course they all cost different amounts of money if you want to go ahead and sell them to get more gold, or if you want to buy them from the actual shop themselves. You also have these books, these spell books that you can actually collect, and depending on how many you have, you can teach different characters different spells. Some spells cost more spell books than others. Now, one of the good things about that is that depending on the spells that you upgrade, you can go ahead and do different combinations with your characters. Pretty much go ahead and switch between one of them and pull out different stops, and you can pretty much control the battlefield at your own leisure. There is friendly fire. You can turn that on if you want. You can turn it off. I chose to turn it off just because, again, the map size, which is one of the things that I found that could actually be improved a little bit on. The map size was too small, so it felt like I was always hitting my teammates if I didn't actually turn off that actual friendly fire. This game itself is couch co-op, so that's pretty great. You don't really see a lot of couch co-op games anymore, which you can play up to you and 2 other friends, up to 3 people, and that's where the tag team brawlers pretty much come in. You can go ahead and, like I said, you can play all solo and control all of them, or you can go ahead and actually have 2 other people with you. They each control 2 characters, and you control 2 characters at the end of the, pretty much when you get all 6 characters, and you guys tag team between each other as far as what heroes you're controlling, and you're able to do different combinations and different moves. So it's something that's a lot of games don't have anymore, but it does have what are the PvP battle arenas called Joust Mode, which they do unlock unlimited replayability, player versus player brawls to the death in every fighting location in this game. Another great thing about this game is that it is an actual kind of RPG light kind of game that you have. There's different quests within each dungeon that you can go ahead and to partake and pretty much accept in order to get more coins and get more gold in order to buy more equipment. And like I said, you know, better your overall gear, make it a little bit easier for you as you pass the game. It is $14.99. I think you should actually wait for this one. I think if you ever see it on sale for $9.99 instead of $14.99, I think that's a perfect price. $9.99, $14.99. It's still worth it. I mean, if you're looking for a tag team brawler that you want to put some time into, I mean, it'll give you some time if you go ahead and pass every single level. You do have the Joust, you know, for the replayability, and you can bring some friends over and you can play it all over again with your friends, as far as them controlling two characters, you controlling two characters, and finding different combinations that you guys can do together. But I still think that $9.99 is actually the better price point for this than $14.99. So this one, a wait. But if you're looking for the tag team brawler, if you kind of miss and you want that nostalgia back in the day from that final fight, and you want to have that on a modern console, go ahead and pick it up. It is on the summer spotlight. Thank you guys so much. This is Alex, aka Exclusive Deluxe, with your quick review. Have a good one.